Hello, my dear students. Welcome. Hope you all are fine. And let us start with and proceed further with our problem set 2, question number 3. See, in question number 3, what are they asking us is that in triangle RST, angle S is equal to 90 degree, T is equal to 30 degree, RT is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay. Find RS and ST. So basically here angle RST, triangle RST is something that looks like this. Basically it is a right angle triangle with angle S being 90 degree. Then we have got angle R which is and T. This is angle T is 30 degree, this is given. Find RT is equal to 12, this is given, and they are asking us to find RS and ST. So it's very clear that basically here this is a 90 degree, 30 degree, so this has to be 60 degree. So this triangle is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Hypotenuse is given, so definitely you will be able to calculate side opposite to 30 degree and side opposite to 60 degree. So here I will tell in triangle RST, angle S is equal to 90 degree, angle T is equal to 30 degree. Both these things are basically given to me. Therefore, angle R is equal to 60 degree. Reason will be remaining angle of a triangle. So this is all. Therefore, triangle RST is 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So now we have to calculate, this is 60 degree now. So if you go for anyone now, we have to calculate RS and ST. RS will be, RS is a side opposite to 30 degree. So RS will be by formula half of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is RT. We'll have to write over here side opposite to 30 degree is equal to half of hypotenuse. Fine. So now you substitute RS, we have to find RT is 12. So you get RS is equal to 6 centimeter. Fine. Similarly, you will go to find ST. ST is a side opposite to, now this is, we know that we have calculated to be 60 degree. The side opposite to 60 degree will be by formula root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse is still RT. This is done. So now you substitute ST is equal to, value of RT is 12. So you get ST is equal to 6 root 3 centimeter. Okay, my dear students, so with this we finish with question number 3. We go to next question. Question number 4, sorry. So here we have got, find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length is 16 centimeter, area is 192 square centimeter. So basically again here we have a rectangle. We have done this, but basically when we did this before, then we had the information that was given was length and breadth. Supposing this is PQRS. Length is equal to 16 centimeter. Fine. and in given we have quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle and SR is equal to 16 centimeter. Of course, they have given area of quadrilateral PQRS is equal to how much? 192 square centimeter. Fine. To find diagonal of quadrilateral PQRS, basically PR and also SQ. Fine. So here it's very simple, but basically if you go to apply Pythagoras theorem over here, you have to find a PR. Applying Pythagoras theorem is easy. You can just simply prove that this is a so we can easily prove triangle PSR is a right angle triangle. But when we apply Pythagoras theorem to find PR, we will have to have PS also with us. To calculate PS, we will have to use this information, area of quadrilateral PQRS, that is area of rectangle. So basically first we will have to find the length is given, breadth PS we have to find. So for that we know that area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Therefore area of quadrilateral PQRS will be equal to, you can take PS into SR. Basically SR is the length we have considered. Now here area of quadrilateral is given to you, that is 192. PS we have to find, SR is equal to 16. So you get 192 upon 16 is equal to PS. So now if you solve this, 4 4s are 16, 4s are 16, 17, 18 and 3 remains, 4 8s are 32. This becomes 4 1s are 4 12s are. So PS is equal to 12 centimeter. This you have got the value of PS. And now you can apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle PSR. In triangle PSR, angle PSR is equal to 90 degree. Reason is angle of a rectangle. So by Pythagoras theorem you will get PR square is equal to PS square plus SR square by so PR square we have to calculate. PS square you have calculated, it is 12 square. SR square is given, it is 16. So you get PR square is equal to 144 plus 16 square to 25 के बाद में 6 6 are 36. 256. That is 256. So you get PR square is equal to 10 10 400. So if you take the square root of both the sides, you will get PR is equal to 20. Then but you have to tell here, since diagonals of rectangle are congruent, therefore PR will be equal to SQ will be equal to 20 centimeter. This is complete answer, my dear students. Okay, so with this we have finished question number 4. Now we can go for question number 5. In question number 5, what are they asking us is that find the length of the side and perimeter of an equilateral triangle. Find length of the side. Of course, we don't know the side and also find the perimeter of an equilateral triangle whose height is root 3 centimeter. See, basically we have seen that I've told you height of equilateral triangle is equal to always root 3 upon 2 into side. This is the formula for that. But still, if basically it's not necessary, that you can use it if you want when you have to save time, but you have to show it also how, in what way it is. So basically they have given us, this is an equilateral triangle A, B, C. Height means you have to draw a perpendicular from this to this, and the height is given to be root 3. Okay, so what they have given us, in given we will have triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. AD is perpendicular to BC and AD is equal to root 3 centimeter. Fine. To find AB and inside of a triangle, equilateral triangle, and perimeter of triangle ABC. These two things we have to find. Fine. So, see, as I told you before also, this triangle is going to be a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, and that is what you have to prove. Once you have proved that this triangle, any triangle, either this or this, is 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, so this will be 60 degree, so this will be, AD is given to you root 3. So from the side opposite to 60 degree, you will be able to calculate AB. Solution. Now here you will tell, in triangle ABD, angle B is equal to 60 degree, because angle of equilateral triangle. Fine, that is the reason, that's why angle B is equal to 60 degree, and angle ADB is equal to 90 degree. This is basically given. Therefore, angle BAD is going to be equal to 30 degree. Reason will be remaining angle of triangle. Therefore, triangle ABD is 30 degree, 90 degree triangle. Now you can use the formula for AD, because you know side opposite to 60 degree. AD is equal to root 3 upon 2 times AB, because side opposite to 60 degree is equal to root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse. AD is given to you, that is root 3, is equal to root 3 upon 2 times AB. Now you have to shift a root 3 upon 2 on the other side. This root 3 I have copied, and this root 3 upon 2, which is multiplying with AB, will come over here and it will reciprocate. 2 upon root 3 is equal to AB. So you have got AB is equal to 2. That means side of equilateral triangle is going to be equal to 2 centimeter. Next will be very easy. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is basically the formula for that you have to know. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is equal to 3 into side. Basically it is sum of all the sides, and sides are, all three sides are equal to 3 into side. Therefore perimeter of triangle ABC 3 into 2. Therefore perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to 6 centimeter. Okay, my dear student, this way, this was very easy question to solve. So going to the next question, that is question number 6. In triangle ABC, segment AP is a median. BC is equal to 18, and they have given AB square plus AC square is equal to 260. So you have to find AP. Basically here if you will see, this again is a median is given, then Apollonius theorem will come into picture, my dear students. This you have to remember, and you have to see this is whether this is really that information. Median is AP. So A is the vertex of triangle, P is the median. It will be like this. So this is ABC. This will be ABC. So here basically they have given this is a median. So Apollonius theorem will definitely come into picture, because when I apply Apollonius theorem, so this is the median. The median, the vertex of triangle is this. So you'll take it from here, AB square plus AC square is equal to 2 into the median square, that is AP square. Basically AB square plus AC square is given to you as a whole value. This is one of the favorite questions, my dear students, that the value of AB square plus AC square is given, and then you have to use the Apollonius theorem. So here you have to find AP. Okay, so now what we have got here, this is going to be very easy now. Basically, in triangle ABC, they have given AP is the median. This is given. Therefore, by Apollonius theorem you will get, see, AP is a median. So P is the point of median and A is the vertex of triangle AB square plus AC square. AB square plus AC square is equal to 2 into median itself, AP square plus 2 into, you can take any BP or PC, but it's okay, I can take BP square. What is the problem? Oh. But the problem is that they have given me BC and I want BP. So you can leave it over here. We should have actually kept it ready first. We should have actually kept this BP ready, but it's okay, we have forgot to do that. So BP, we can even now keep it ready because they have given us BC, they have not given us BP. So you will calculate here, BP is going to be equal to half of BC, because property of median. So BP will be equal to, BC is given as 18 upon 2, that will be 9 centimeter, meter, anything, nothing, units. This is BP. So AB square plus AC square is equal to 2 AP square plus 2 BP square. This is from 1. Now AB square plus AC square, this is given to me, that is equal to 260. AP square means AP I have to calculate, plus 2 into BP square I have got as 9 square. This is substitution done. So this will become 260 is equal to 2 AP square plus, I am solving this first, 9 square, 9 nines are, 9 square means 9 into 9, 9 nines are 81, 81 into 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 eights are 16, 162 I shift on this side, I get 260 minus 162 is equal to 2 AP square. So if I subtract 5 minus 6 will give me 9, 98 will be my answer, 2 AP square. So AP square will be 98 divided by 2, that will give me 49. So AP square is equal to 49. I have got AP square is equal to 49. So I will have to take the square root of both the sides, square root of this, I will get AP is equal to 7 units. They have asked us to find AP, that's all. This is your answer. This way we have finished question number 5 also. No, question number 6. We have finished with question number 6 also. We can go forward. Question number 7. From here, slight amount of complexity is increasing now, but it is definitely easy, not very difficult at all. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle they have given. So we have got an equilateral triangle over here. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Point P is on the base BC. So I can take base BC. A is on the base BC such that PC is 1/3 of BC. Okay. This is your P. This PC is equal to 1/3 of BC. Now, in given what we will have, first of all, triangle ABC is equilateral triangle. Definitely this will be there. Then PC is equal to 1/3 of BC. AB is equal to 6 centimeter. Find AP. See, if you have to go to find AP, you will definitely require some information. You can't use Apollonius theorem because P is not a midpoint of BC. So you will have to construct a perpendicular over here. Construction, draw AD perpendicular to BC, because now you can see you can apply Pythagoras theorem over here if you want and find AP. Your target is AP. But for that you will require to find AD and you will also require to find DP, because to apply Pythagoras theorem to find AP, you will have to find AD first. You will have to be known AD and DP also. So for that what you will do is basically, see again I do the same thing. I prove this triangle is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. That is very easy because this is 60 degrees known, this is 90 degree. So this will be a 30 degree. And AB is equal to 6. When AB is equal to 6 means basically it is an equilateral triangle. So all the three sides are 6. So this is going to be my 6. So side opposite to 60 degree I will be able to get AD. Fine. Now what remains is only about DP. See, when it goes to DP, basically DP is equal to, if I think about DP is equal to from DP, DC, this whole DC, I have to subtract PC. When from this whole DC I subtract PC, I remain with only DP. Are you getting? See, this is DC. See, I am drawing it separately for you over here. See, this is DC. From this DC, from why I am doing, because you have to consider DC, not any other segment. I consider DC. From this DC, if I cut PC, then what stays with me is DP. So that is what I have to do. DC minus DP, DC minus PC will give me DP. But then again the problem is I have to know DC and I have to know PC. Okay. So to know DC, basically again what will happen is that one thing we can do, my dear students, instead of proving this as a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, choose this as a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Why? Because AB is equal to 6, so AC also is equal to 6. Now what happens, you will be able to find AD also and DC also. Because this is 60 degree, this as a whole is 30 degree in triangle ADC. Are you getting? And then DC will be side opposite to 30 degree. Then you will straight get DC. Are you getting my point? Basically, you can prove this also 30 degree, 30, 60, 90 degree and this also 30, 60, 90 degree. It is up to you. And for our convenience, because we have to find DC, as I told you, from DC I have to subtract PC. So I will require DC. So it is better I go into this triangle and by 30, 60, 90 degree triangle find DC as a side opposite to 30 degree. AD I will be finding whether it is over here or it is over here. PC is 1/3 BC. So everything is coming, my dear students. See, basically step by step you have to understand. See how you are going to do. You are supposed to find AP. This is your true question. But to find AP in triangle ADP, I will have to find AD and I will have to find DP. Because only when I know AD and I know DP, I will be able to apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle ADP. See, Pythagoras theorem I am going to apply in triangle ADP. This you have to remember. Then to get AD, what I should do is prove triangle ADC as a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle, and I will get ADC. And to get DP, I have to basically use DC minus PC. To get DP, I have to use DC minus PC. And from this triangle ADC itself, I will get DC also. And PC I will get by this equation. These all things we have to do. Try to understand this slowly, steadily. We have to prove triangle ADC is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Now we have to go reverse. First I will prove triangle ADC is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. And from this triangle ADC, I will be able to get DC, I will be able to get AD. PC, I will be using this formula, I will be getting PC. Once I get PC and DC both, from here I will get DP. From AD and DP I have got both, so I will get AP. Okay, this is all the thinking process that you have to go through first before attempting the question. So my first target is proving triangle ADC is a 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So my proof starts over here. In triangle ADC, angle ADC is equal to 90 degree. This is by construction. Okay, this is done. Angle ACD is equal to 60 degree because it is angle of equilateral triangle. Okay, therefore you will get angle DAC is equal to 30 degree because it is remaining angle of triangle. Therefore triangle ADC is 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. So you have got triangle ADC is 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Now you know AC is equal to, see, ADC we have come. Now I have to find AD. But before that, AB is equal to AC is equal to BC because I will require is equal to 6 centimeter because sides of equilateral triangle. Okay, so because I will have to use this formula of side opposite to 60 degree, side opposite to 30 degree. At that time hypotenuse is AC, I will require AC. At the same time PC is equal to 1/3 BC, so at that time I will require BC. But basically AC, BC are both going to be 6. So this I have brought it to notice and kept it ready for once and for all. Now I will tell here AD is equal to side opposite to 60 degree, it will be root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse is AC because side opposite to 60 degree is equal to root 3 upon 2 times hypotenuse. So you get AD is equal to root 3 upon 2 times AC is 6. So you get AD is equal to 3 root 3 centimeter. So you have got AD now. Okay, so one again, this also is over. See, try to understand this. You have to think and you have to be very sharp over there when you are thinking all these things. Now you have to go for DC again. For DC is basically side opposite to 30 degree. So DC is equal to half of hypotenuse AC because side opposite to 30 degree is always equal to half of hypotenuse. So DC will be equal to half of AC is 6. So DC will be equal to 3 centimeter. So you have got DC also. Fine. And now what you will require to find is PC. PC by formula is 1 upon 1/3 of BC. So This will be your 2, 3. PC is equal to 1/3 of BC. This is given. Therefore, PC is equal to 1/3 of BC also is 6. Fine, you have proved it from 1. Here also from 1, because AC is also 6. Fine. So 3 2s are 6. So you get PC is equal to 2 centimeter. So you have got PC now. Are you getting this? I have explained you. But basically I want DP. So DP is going to be whole DC minus PC. DC minus PC, because D dash, P dash, C, they are in same line. So DP will be equal to DC is what? You have got DC is equal to 3. PC is equal to 2. So DP is equal to 1 centimeter. Fine. DP is equal to 1 centimeter. Now, in triangle ADP, you will apply Pythagoras theorem. In triangle ADP by Pythagoras theorem, you will get AP square is equal to AD square plus DP square. AP you have to find. AD square, AD we have calculated it to be 3 root 3. 3 root 3 whole square, and DP is your 1 square. So if I solve this, what do I get is AP square is equal to, now this will be applicable to both. 3 square will be 3 into 3, 9, and root 3 square will be 3 plus 1. AP square, 9 3s are 27 plus 1. AP square is equal to 28. So this you will get to be, if I factorize this, 2 14s are, 2 7s are, and then 7 1s are. So this will go out of the radical and this will stay inside the radical. So AP square is equal to 28. I am going to take square root of both the sides. So I will get AP is equal to 2 root 7 centimeter. This is AP found. Okay, I'll just check the answer because answer is slightly different, so it's better to check. Yes, but it is right, 2 root 7 centimeter. Fine. With this, we also finish with question number 6. No, question number 7, I suppose. Question number 7, yes. So we can give one more question, that is, we can go to one more question, that is question number 8. Okay. See, question number 8 is really very simple, but it definitely creates a lots of confusion, my dear students. Basically, one of the most favorite questions. See, what are they telling over here from the information given in the figure? The information given in the figure. So you will have to go and check the information only, whatever it is. See, basically here, if you will see P, Q, R. See, this is there, but this is there. S is there only to confuse you, my dear students. If you check over here, QR is equal to A. Fine. This is also A and this is also A. And mark it, this is also A and this is also A. Fine. So now you have to see whether you have a median in any triangle and whether you can apply Apollonius theorem in any of the triangle. See, my dear students, see, this is P, Q, R, M, N. Fine. See, this is also A, this is also A. They have given this. QR is also A, RN is also A. So I can, because these both are equal, so R becomes the midpoint. This median can come from here. PR will become the median. But then what will be the triangle? This will be the triangle. PQN. Okay. So this will be the triangle, and then R is also your A. PQ is also your A. Are you getting? So in this triangle PQN, PR is a median. I can apply Apollonius theorem. Prove PM is equal to PN. Basically, find PM and PN. Are you getting? We have to prove PM is equal to PN is equal to root 3A. Don't concentrate on this. Just see that PM and PN you have to find. So you can, are you getting my point, my dear student, that you have to first study the problem. This PS is just over there for confusion. Nothing other. The PS is not going to play any role over here. Consider this QR and RN. They both are congruent. AA. So therefore R has to be the midpoint. Therefore from this R, PR can be the median. But when if P is the vertex, then what is going to be the triangle with QN as the base? P is the vertex, QN as the base. So PQN will be the triangle. QN has to be the base because you have considered R is the midpoint of QN. So this will be your triangle PQN. So in triangle PQN, PR is median. This is given. Therefore by Apollonius theorem you will have PQ square plus Pn square is equal to 2 QR square plus 2 PR square. Of course, first I should have taken PR median, but it's okay, I took it afterwards. So here it is by Apollonius theorem. Okay. So PQ square, they have given PQ is your A. This will be A square. PN we have to find. 2 into QR is again A, so square. PR is again A, so square. So here A square plus Pn square is equal to 2A square plus 2A square, 4A square. A square will shift on the other side because I have to find Pn. I want to make Pn alone. So this will give me Pn square is equal to 3A square. Now I have to find square root of both the sides. I will get Pn is equal to root 3. A square will be A. That's what I have to prove. So this is my 1. Similarly, can I have one more triangle, my dear students? Can I have one more triangle where PM is a side? See, basically one more is easily possible. See, this is P, Q, R, M, and this is A. This is also A. So this time Q becomes the midpoint. So PQ will become the median. MR is the base. P is the vertex. So triangle will be PR, M. In this triangle PMR, PQ is a median. In triangle PMR, PQ is median. This also is basically given. So by Apollonius theorem you will get PM square plus PR square. Write a vertex A, PM square plus PR square is equal to 2 into median square, PQ square plus 2 into, I can take any QR or MQ. I can take any QR or MQ. Okay, they have given A. So 2 MQ square by Apollonius theorem. The PM I don't have, the PM square plus PR square is A square. 2 PQ square means 2A square plus 2 MQ square means 2A square. So I get pm square is equal to this 2a square plus 2a square will become 4a square. A square which is adding over here, it will be shifted, so it will become minus a square. So I get pm square is equal to 3a square. Here nothing is there, means 1 is there. So now I will have to find square root of both the sides. It will become pm is equal to root 3a. So from 1 and 2, I get pm is equal to pn is equal to root 3a. Okay, my dear students, so this we have finished today with question numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, actually 9 and 10 are also very easy, but I'm running out of time. So 9 and 10 are also very easy. You can give it a try, and when I solve it next time, so you will be able to see and you will be able to solve it, then counter check it. Okay, my dear students, so see you all soon. Stay home, stay safe, and most importantly, stay happy, my dear students. Okay, missing you all lots. See you soon. Love you all lots. Bye.